Welcome to First and Goal, where everything is made up and the points don't matter. Get ready for the latest and hottest topics in the SML. Let's get started. Here's your host, Mad Bomber.
All right, what's going on, guys? So we're here, and we've got QB Stud, Prime, and Future, and this is going to be episode number 3 of First and Goal. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Nobody had any bad games that ended with them losing or anything that was a problem?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
Oh.
All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in, and topic number 1 is going to be up-and-comers. So who do you guys think? We got the names that we know, right? We know QB, we know Prime, we know Dan, Future, Lawyer, Grams, all these guys that have won quite a bit in the SML. What about some of these guys that maybe haven't been around as long? Who do you guys have as some up-and-comers? Let's start with you, Future, since this topic was your idea.
Yeah, I think it's a great new addition that we've had into the SML. I look at it like it's a recruiting class, right? It's like the Fab Five that came through in Michigan. I think, Dan, he entered the league last year and really set it on fire. So he'd be like the headliner for me. He'd be like Chris Webber, right? But then we got 4 other great guys that I really think that can really bring it this year. And one who I think, just won the SML tournament is De'Ron Cuff with the Giants. And I think that's a really good selection by him because he got a good running game, a young quarterback that he can really bring the truth with. And then the other guy who I've been having a lot of secret scrimmages with is no other than our host, Mad Bomber.
We sure have.
I've told both of you guys, as we talked in chat, I told Prime, I let him know, hey, don't sleep in that South and think it's going to be a cakewalk for you. You've had challenges every year, probably except last year. Dump did okay, but when Gov was over there, he challenged them a little bit with the Jags. But I think Mad Bomber's gonna really give it to him. And then I saw how Latin Yankee just really dropped a bomb on Noel. Like he thought that East was gonna be soft, and he got to him last night. I saw, and then I think I hadn't played him yet. Somebody else may can speak to it, but I've heard Faz is really doing good things over there. Will be doing good things in Minnesota. I saw he put up 42 on Green Bay. So I think that's our Fab Five, for my opinion, for newcomers in the league. And I look forward to it, just getting to it, playing with them, see how they can bring a new innovative style to the SML, see if we can knock the GOAT down a little bit. I know my AFC West, not teammates, but rivals, we going to really be coming at each other's throat. And then one of us is going to take down this GOAT. It's time for somebody else to shine this year. What you think about that? QB, what you think about that?
Oh, man.
Well, he called you out. Let's hear what you got to say about it, QB.
Well, to what I have to say about Future is he's absolutely right. We are coming at it. The AFC West, I think, fully expects to represent the AFC in the vast majority of Super Bowls this cycle. Would not surprise me at all if Prime only gets there once or twice.
Okay.
I concur with that, definitely.
So you're up-and-comers, though. Who do you got?
So Future did a good job covering everybody. 2 that I really want to focus are going to be Alex Latinyank. Mm-hmm. I mentioned him earlier. He was beating everybody in preseason. He knows this Jet squad, and if he doesn't win right away in that weaker AFC East, he's got the draft capital in the youth to really build a squad that can just hit after people. Yep. And so he's definitely one. Maybe to watch out for now, but absolutely to watch out for in the future. And then Faz is somebody I know that everyone's kind of talking about right now. There's a lot of buzz around him. He plays in Dan's league, which I was in for a short bit, and he's just heralded as just an elite player over there. So this isn't a newcomer to Madden. It's a newcomer to the SML. He is a Madden veteran. He can, hit the sticks pretty well, and he's definitely going to make some noise in that NFC North.
Okay. So steal 2 of Future's answers, no problem. We'll just leave you with 5 points there. All right, Prime, what do you got?
Yeah, listen, I knew Future was going to come out fire, and so I knew I had to think of something outside the box. But first of all, it is blasphemous to say that I'm only going to make one Super Bowl. Blasphemous. But anyway, here's a guy who's been in the league but he's been pretty bad, so he could still be an up and comer. First or last cycle was his first cycle in the SML, and that is Tiny Titans or Tiny Titans, if you can speak proper English. And here's why: last cycle, Tiny was in a lot of games, but he was always 1 or 2 passes away, and he would throw an interception or he would just do something stupid. I don't know if it's that Tennessee boys, no shot at Future just because he's on the show, but I know the Tennessee guys a little bit slower, like Tiny and KJ. But now he's got Seattle. He's got Danger Russ, and he's throwing DOS, and he's Lawyer Killer 24-7, and Lawyer Killer is no joke, especially with the team that Lawyer knows. So that's the team to watch out for and a player to watch out for at least half the cycle for the rest of Russell Wilson's career.
Okay, so now
I want to add on to that.
Oh, go ahead, Future.
Because I want to take a little credit for that. Because I played Tiny in the preseason game number 1, and I was whooping his guards butt, right? And then I saw in the chat where he made a move to go get a guard. I think maybe Leary or somebody.
Yep,
he kind of praised that the fact, that he had solidified that position and he finally was able to run the ball well. And so I want to take a little credit in that. I left him a great squad over there in Seattle. He made a couple upgrades. So, congrats to Tiny for what he's trying to do in the West, the NFC.
What are you trying to imitate me? Take credit for everything?
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, right now we're sitting at QB.
You got to learn and improve. We
got QB Stud with 5 points. Prime's at 4, but I'm going to give him a bonus point for not mentioning himself all the way until the end. So he's going to get one for that. Future, though, is going to lose 2 points for that Michigan reference. As I'm an Ohio State fan, I don't appreciate that on my show, so if we could just keep that off here, that'd be great. All right, so we're going to move on to topic 2. Prime and QB Stud with 5 points, Future with 6. Topic 2, Week 1 reactions. So obviously all of Week 1 is not in the books, but we do have quite a few games played. Any of the games kind of stand out to you? I know me personally, that Meats Dump game, didn't see it coming. What about you guys? Prime?
Obviously, you had the Meats Dump game. That was a, nobody expected Meats to handle Dump like he did, so I'm not really going to talk about that one. I know the Titans and Coop played Dan pretty close for most of the game. Dan did squeak it out, but there was one I was looking at, which was, oh yes, it is nobody, actually. Nobody. And here's why. It's been Week 1. Everybody's still getting used to their teams. It doesn't really matter what happens in Week 1. We got to wait till Week 4, Week 5, let everybody get used to their team, see how things shake out, see how things play out. Some guys are going to hit the YouTube. Some guys are going to hit the ebooks, download all the ebooks, all that. I know we kicked one guy from the league. His name ran with Ronk, but he really liked that stuff. I'm not going to name names. But, no overreactions here. But I do want to say, Bomber, good game. You beat me, so if that doesn't get me a bonus point, I don't know what.
I was going to say, I was wondering if you were going to say that Week 1 didn't matter after it didn't go so well. So, Future, you got any surprise games or any reactions to some of these games?
So my surprise was,
or QB.
I know preseason games don't matter, but NYT looked like he was really struggling with this Raven squad. I know at one point before team selection, he even said, oh, well, Lamar isn't that good this cycle. And I know everyone was throwing smoke screens, but that had to tell me that the Ravens weren't playing out like he expected. Now that he beat Woods 27-13 in what I have to imagine was a pretty handily defeat, if that AFC North is going to be rolling that way, it may not be a very strong division, because I know personally I looked at it, and A, all the teams are stacked, but also B, if NYT is struggling but then dominating the in-division competition, you also had two-step lose with the Bengals. I don't think KJ's played with the Steelers yet, but he still has plenty to prove. That AFC North division may be in trouble. I know it's only Week 1. I'm not trying to overreact, but definitely something to look out for.
All right. Future, what do you think?
I'm going to keep it AFC West. I was so disappointed in ZZ losing over there to the Houston Texans. But what it does set up is that it's going to be a great battle in that AFC South. Everybody after the draft thought Prime would just go roll and do what he go do normally, but he got some challenges this year, and we saw that happening in Week 1. I'm going to just piggyback off of that. When I came in and saw that score, I was like, wow, okay. He's starting in the hole first week of the season, but, it's only 1 week. It's nothing to it. But ZZ got to step up. He got Tyreek Hill, got that offense. Like, he got to step up and win these games because when we get into the division, it's gonna get tough. So I say ZZ is my disappointment for the week, but he'll bounce back
All right.
because I think he's heading to Los Angeles. I mean, yeah, he's heading to Los Angeles next week.
Yep,
So
he's
we'll
got the
see what's
Chargers
up.
next
That'd
week.
be a big game. Yeah,
All
that'd
right.
be a big game.
So let's move on to topic 3. Topic 3, we've had quite a few trades. I don't know if it's normal for the SML to do this early in the year, have this many trades, but it seems like there's been quite a few, and then obviously free agency. Were there any trades or any of these free agency signings that, I don't know, you guys think are going to have the biggest impact? I know it seems like the offseason went really well for QE over there. I mean, the Chargers fell to him at his pick. Then he gets Earl Thomas after signing in late to free agency. But I don't know if that's going to be the biggest pick, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? QB?
I think that is an astute observation.
Oh, that's bonus points.
Basically, Nasir Adderley was my starting free safety. He's a 72 overall. He has like no zone coverage. He's not very fast. So but even that being said, Javen White, who NYT picked up, was a 91 speed linebacker with 82 change of direction. Those are already going to be bonkers numbers for a rookie that's, I think, 23 years old at a 62 overall. So he'll be really easy to develop. I think he was the best free agent that anyone could have picked up. I think the biggest impact is still going to be Earl Thomas at free safety for the Chargers because that is a huge upgrade. And I don't know if any of you guys watched that week 1 game. I had 6 interceptions that I forced. The vast majority of them were just coverage interceptions where there was nobody open anywhere on the field. I have 5 DBs that definitely have me at the best secondary in the league, and just being able to utilize that with the pass rush that I have, I think is going to be dangerous for guys to have to go up against.
All right. What do you think about that, Prime?
Yeah, just to retaliate to QB's bragging of his 6 interceptions on probably the worst passer in the SML and terrible 2-step outside of Coach Pauly himself. But the best move or the best trade so far this preseason is my move, right? I mean, with Coach Pauly, the man who said that he wasn't going to trade with me, I got probably a top 10 pick for a free safety. And then behind the free safety I traded was a guy with like 90 change of direction and 92 speed. So I didn't really lose much with Hooker, and I'm gaining a top 10 pick. So if Eason doesn't work out, I'm probably going to have my quarterback of the future. I saved a first-round pick for my own pick. And if not, then I could probably get a star to add to my team. So I think that's a long-term move.
Okay. Well, other than trading him Hooker, who I had wanted, you only lose 1 point for that. So that's good.
Oh.
All right, Future. What do you think? Biggest trade or free agent move?
Biggest free agent move, I'm going to go with Cap. Cap coming back into the league, and I saw where Phil picked him up as a backup behind Brady. You know, who knows when Brady's going to retire? You know, he might go into an old folks home. But Cap has been out the league for a while. He should have some years under his belt to be able to contribute to Tampa Bay, so he can like bridge that into another quarterback. So I look forward to see what Phil can do with that team because they have a solid defense, a very young secondary, and so he has some veteran experience at the quarterback position, and so he should be able to contend and compete over there with the Falcons and the Saints, in my opinion. And Royce, you know, I play him in a few hours, so I don't got really much to say about him. He's just the next guy on the schedule. He might not even be contending for the championship in that division. It'll probably be between Field and Lawyer.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Okay.
And probably, I think it's PJ with the Saints. So we'll see. But I like the Cap move.
It's Cole with the Saints.
Yeah, it's actually Colt with the Saints.
That's a dock point or two at least.
Okay, I'll dock you one,
what? I
one
owned
point.
him last cycle. So I think I should decide. I think I got the right to mess his name up because he didn't threaten me that much last year.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right. So Prime already brought it up. Pauly, first he's joining the AFC South, taking down Prime. Doesn't happen. Then he's in the AFC East because he wants to take down Prime. Got a better team over there. Ain't gonna happen when you're trading him your 1st and 3rd round pick, making his team better. Pauly, all bark and no bite. Our 4th down. What do you guys think? Prime, we'll start with you, since I'm sure you have nothing but glowing reviews.
With me about Coach Pauly, I'm mesmerized by Future's whiteboard right now. I don't even know what to say. Listen, here's the thing about Coach Pauly. the truth is that he has no clue what he's doing. He has absolutely no clue what he's doing. At the end of last cycle, he said he wasn't going to he traded his first round picks away because he couldn't develop them. What did he do? Like literally a week into this cycle, he traded his first and third round pick. He's trying to change Tua from left-handed to right hand. He has no clue what he's doing. He can't even spell Tua and definitely can't even pronounce the last name. Listen, here's the truth about Coach Pauly. In all seriousness, I think this guy's a mastermind. I think he is a mastermind. He drives hype. He created the BG because, listen, Sunday Squad did not have a personality at all. But Coach Pauly created a monster out of a mouse. And I think that a lot of it's just to stir the pot and draw hype, and he knows what he's doing. In all seriousness, I think he knows what he's doing.
I think he does. I think a lot of it is to drive hype. And the whole change in left-handed to right-handed, I mean, as old as he is, when he grew up, they did try to do that. So, I mean, it's not exactly, might not have been him messing around. He just might really think left-handed people are the devil. So I'll give you a bonus point for that. Everybody gets a free point for that little history lesson I just gave you. And QB, we'll go to you. What do you think about Pauly?
That's a defraud now. Pauly is defraud. First of all, he traded for Hines, who was a backup running back in Indianapolis, third string probably. He'll be a second string running back, if not a third string running back in Miami. So we're talking about, a guy that's going to see a few touches a game, maybe. And then Malik Hooker, a free safety that's on a contract year. So he honestly probably could have just picked him up in free agency. He gave a first and a third round pick for this to prime. Guys, everyone who's listening to this, everyone who's watching this, Pauly is now blackballed from all trades in the SML. Do not trade with Pauly. Do not trade with Prime. Band together. We're a band of brothers here in the SML. We have to strike down the tyranny. Do not support this monstrosity.
All right. That's pretty strong words. What do you think, Future?
Yeah, the Joker, he broke Usain Bolt's world record in 100-meter dash. The way he got on down from the AFC South. And then
I lost this.
Weak ass rationale. Look, there's no GOAT in his future. I agree. He ran all those stretch plays last year, and they made adjustments to that in the game this year to defend it better. He probably thought he was gonna go in there and win the AFC East pretty easily, but Latin Yank got something for him. So I think his whole mastermind is gonna blow up in his face. And that trade was just ridiculous. I just don't even understand it. Like, I was talking to Prime about the trade, and I even mentioned to him that he was in a contract year. And he told me straight up he got something working. And I was like, it's finna be some foolishness. And then when it came out and I saw it was the Joker, I said, who else can come up with some silliness like this but the Joker? So it's no GOATs in his future. Hashtag Usain Bolt from the South. That's his new thing to me.
All right. Well, with that takes us to the end of the show with QB Stud leading with 24 points, Future 23, Prime 20. Unfortunately, QB, you're going to lose 2 points, one for each sleeve you're missing, and that's going to make Future our winner. Future, next 30 seconds are yours. Go ahead.
I just want to say the SML is the best league that I've ever played Madden in. I've been in this cycle within SML for a few cycles now, and every year it just continues to get better and better. A lot of personality. It's a lot of clashes, but it's all love because everybody's competitive. So I appreciate the direction that we have and the outlet that we have as men that we can come in, have fun, and grow. I just want to make sure that we have nobody who's planning to break this Usain Bolt from the South record and do any more dumb trades for Prime in the South this year or any cycles moving forward. Because if you're trying to actually win, you don't give somebody who's a great player a competitive advantage. So let's just keep that in mind and have a great cycle, fellas.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks for being on the show. Make sure you guys tune in next week when we have episode 4, and who knows who's going to be on it or how QB is going to lose. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for listening to First and Goal. Be sure to check out Mad Bomber TV on Twitch and YouTube for the latest from the SML. And we'll see you next time on First and Goal.